Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Gulf Breeze, Florida. This is Randy Kersey on NobleBears.tv, getting ready for the third game of the Aggie Classic. The Bears, our Noble Bears, are going to be taking on Christ Presbyterian Academy from Nashville, Tennessee. And so a really good team. I'm going to call them CPA because Christ Presbyterian Academy is a mouthful. So CPA from Nashville, Tennessee. I understand they've got some kids already committed to go to some Division I Southeast Conference schools. So they're 2-0 down here. They played Sand Springs, Oklahoma on Monday, won 11-4. That's a team that the Bears played in a scrimmage and won. I believe we won that game 4-3. So they played Sand Springs, won that one 11-4. Played Broken Arrow High School yesterday down here and won that 4-1. So today the Bears draw CPA from Nashville, Tennessee. So Coach Eric Hughes and Colin Fisher are out going over the ground rules with the umpire. Colin is he's really hitting the ball well. He's homered in both games down here for the Bears. Bears, of course, played right here at this field, played Gulf Breeze, Florida, Monday night, lost 5-2 in a tough one that kind of got away from us, had the lead middle way and fairly late, but had some defensive miscues and bats kind of didn't keep piling on runs like we all know we need to. And so Gulf Breeze came back and won that game 5-2. Then yesterday the Bears played Booker T. Washington High School of Pensacola, not Tulsa. And we won last night. Bears won 12-1. Looked really good. Good bounce back game. Kaysen Anglin went the distance on the mound. I think gave up 3 hits. The 1 run was unearned and struck out 8. So good outing for Kaysen last night. So today the Bears are going to be going with Jace Kelly. Jace, this will be his second appearance of the year. He pitched in the opener, did not start that game, but came in relief and ended up getting the win at Mustang. So he's 1-0 on the year, and he'll have the task of taking on CPA. Jace, a left-hander, senior, and threw really well in the scrimmages this year. And so he's going to be going today for the Bears. So Bears are 1-1 in this Aggie Classic, 3-1 overall now. And so we're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and give you the starting lineups for today's game. Bears will be the home team. And so in the field, we mentioned Jace Kelly will be on the hill, number 15, senior. Catching will be Trevor Hand, number 16. He is a junior. Around the infield will be Colin Thomas at third, senior. Jake Williams at short, senior. Kaysen Anglin moves to second today. He's also a senior. And Colin Fisher, first baseman, who is also a senior. So very senior-dominated team. Carter Golish in left, and Devin Knight will be in right field, also seniors. And then Bryson Carey will be in center field. Bryson's a sophomore. So that'll be how the Bears set it defensively today. For CPA, they're going to lead off. Their pitcher leads off today, Easton Dillard, number 2. Hudson Chance will be at third base. I understand Hudson may be one of the ones that is a Tennessee volunteer commit. He'll be at third base, number 7. Reagan McCluskey will catch, number 3. He'll be hitting third. Bo Burklow is at first base, number 17. He'll be hitting cleanup. Hitting 5 will be Caleb Webster, the shortstop. The DH will be Brock Bedingfield, number 28. London Humphreys will be in left field, number 21. Hudson Smith in right, number 11. And Trey Brown in center field will bat 9th. And it's second base for, let's see here. Well, it'll come up on my screen here. The DH will be hitting for the second baseman for CPA. So the Bears' batting order is going to go like this, and of course the Bears will be taking the field first. Well, actually, we may be the visitor. I don't know. Bryson's coming out. They're introducing the teams. But lineup for the Bears on the batting order side: Bryson Carey will be in center, Cason Anglin at second. Hitting third will be Fisher at first. Devin Knight in right will hit fourth. Colin Thomas will hit fifth. Trevor Hand will be the catcher. Carter Golish in left. Jackson Steele getting the start today at DH, a freshman, number 8. And then hitting ninth will be Jake Williams at short. So that's the lineup. So we're going to pause here for a minute, and we'll be back with the action as soon as we get ready to get going. I'm Randy Kersey. This is NobleBears.tv. Okay, welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where the Bears are about to start this game against the Christ Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville, Tennessee, CPA. And CPA pitcher Easton Dillard on the mound. He's throwing to McCluskey, the catcher, getting his warm-up tosses in. Bryson Carey will lead it off for the Bears in center field. He'll be followed by Kason Anglin. He'll be at second base. Colin Fisher in the hole. Colin has homered in the first inning of both games here in Florida. So Colin really having a good series, hitting 500 on the year now with 2 homers, 5 RBIs. So leading the Bears in all 3 categories, hitting, RBIs, and home runs. So number 7, finishing up his warm-up tosses, it's Easton Dillard. So again, Bears 3-1. They'll play this game today, and depending on how we finish in the pool play, there'll be a game tomorrow where we'll be matched up with an unknown opponent as of this moment. But there'll be a game tomorrow. We don't know the time yet. We'll know that, and we'll post that on social media as soon as we find out, because we'll try to bring that to you as well. And then we'll be back home Monday, Tuesday, and be playing Ardmore, the Ardmore Tigers. We'll actually be in Ardmore on Monday, I believe, and home on Tuesday. So Bryson Carey digs in. Bryson leading off for the Bears. Sophomore center fielder. He takes outside, ball 1. Easton Dillard on the mound. There's a inside fastball. Bryson gets a piece of, fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball, fouled toward the first base dugout. Bryson out in front of that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Easton Dillard. Playing Bryson pretty straight away, both the infield and outfield. He fouls that one back over the third base dugout. So Bryson seeing some pitches. The more you see, the better your chances are. Another curveball fouled back over third base again. 1 ball, 2 strikes remains the count to Bryson Carey. And there's a shot into left center. It's going to hold up. The left fielder's over and makes the play. That's London Humphreys out there in left field for CPA. So got pretty good barrel on it, but just kind of hung up out there. Wind's blowing the opposite as well the way it was the other night. Kind of blowing in from right, or kind of from right to left out there. I don't know if you can see the flag on our screen. The other night it was blowing straight out to dead center hard. There's strike 1 to Kason Anglin. Kason got the win last night for the Bears over at Washington High School on the mound. Just misses outside, does Dillard. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's another pop up into left field. And Humphreys is there for that one as well. The Bears putting the ball in play, just hanging up in that wind so far. That brings up Colin Fisher. Colin pitched here against Gulf Breeze, took the loss Monday night. Pitched very well, pitched well enough to win, just didn't have the run support and the defensive support. There's a shot into left center, and that is up the gap to the wall. And Colin cruises in with a stand-up double. Jumped on that first pitch. And I don't know, Colin homered the last two games in the first inning, so he's gonna have to do better than that. I'm kidding, just of course. So hit that liner that split that left fielder and center fielder and went all the way to the fence. That brings up Devin Knight. Devin started hitting the ball really well last night, and Bears are going to need Devin this year. Drive in some runs, senior right fielder. There's a chopper up the middle, and that's through. Fisher's coming around. He's going to score easily. Throw comes into second. Attaboy, Devin Knight. That's what we need right there. RBI single for Devin Knight. 2-out RBI single. That's the best kind. Attaboy, Devin Knight. So that brings up Colin Thomas. Colin playing third base today for the Bears. Senior. He fouls that one back over first base dugout. Bears take the early lead today. Colin Thomas trying to keep it going here. He swings a little late on that, fouls that one back to the right as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Dillard ahead in the count. Curveball catches the inside corner, froze Colin there. That was a good breaking pitch. Started out at his hip and broke in right over that inside corner. So Dillard gets the strikeout there. But the Bears score 1 run on 2 hits, leave 1 man on base after the first half inning. It's Noble 1 and CPA coming to bat. Welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida. We're about to go to the bottom of the first, and CPA, the Christ Presbyterian Academy, will come to bat. Bears scored 1 in the top of the first on a 2-out double by Colin Fisher and a 2-out single by Devin Knight to take a 1-0 lead. So Jace Kelly on the mound, number 15, left-hander, senior. He's 1-0 on the year so far, and he faces the opposing pitcher, Easton Dillard, is leading off. And there's a shot into center, and Carey is over, and he's got it Nice play out there by Bryson Carey, sophomore, covering some ground. First pitch, the ball was hit well, but Bryson ran it down. Hudson Chance hitting from the left side. Chance, the third baseman. One out. Curveball got away from him. Ball one. We've got timeout called. It's a rule here in Florida that the base coaches have to wear helmets. So third base coach, that ought to be automatic 2 strikes. Now, ball one. Kelly delivers, and he hit him. So Jace Kelly puts Hudson on, and that's going to bring up Reagan McCluskey, the catcher. Number 3, hitting in the third spot. So 1 out, 1 on. Bears lead at 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Here in the Aggie Classic. Third day of games. Bears come in here 1-1 in the Classic, 3-1 overall. And CPA is 2-0. Fastball in there for strike 1. Good spot there for Jace. Jace has had good stuff his entire time at Nobles. Had trouble at times with control, but in the scrimmages, there's a good pitch on the outside corner. He gets that call, strike 2. This year, though, so far in the scrimmages, he pitched a lot, and in the first game, he faced 3 batters, 3 up, 3 down, got the win there, pitched the 6th, and then the Bears took the lead in the 7th. And so that's how the Bears won the opener against Mustang, with Jace getting the win in that ball game. No balls, 2 strikes. Goes out there a little further. Good 2-strike pitch. Misses away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to CPA catcher Reagan McCluskey. On deck is Bo Burklow, the first baseman. Good curveball. Boy, it must have just went around the plate. Had a good break on it. Might have fooled the ump a little bit. Sometimes that happens, but it also kind of broke in outside in. So 2-2 to McCluskey. Time is called. Kelly took a little too long for McCluskey's liking. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first, Bears leading 1-0. Their fastball misses away. So McCluskey's worked the count to full after falling behind 0-2. Kelly needs to come in there to him here. Outfield straight away. Runner moves, swing and a miss, struck him out, no throw. Good pitch there by Kelly, get the strikeout. But Chance moves down to second on the stolen base. So 2 out brings up Burklow, the cleanup man, first baseman. Big kid. So around the infield today, it's Thomas at third, Williams at short, Anglin at second, Fisher at first. There's strike 1. Oh boy, Jace Kelly gets ahead. No balls and one strike. Here's the pitch. Outside, gets away from catcher Trevor Hand, and the runner moves down to third. Timeout called. Hand heading out to talk to Kelly. He might have been crossed up on that, meaning he thought maybe a breaking ball was coming and a fastball was coming, because he really didn't look like a pitch that was that tough to handle, but got away from him. So tying run on third. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count to Bo Burklow, cleanup man for CPA. Good pitch on the inside, but down. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck, Caleb Webster, the shortstop. Good pitch there. Doesn't get the call. May have been down a little bit. 3 balls and a strike. Not a bad pitch. You know, walking this guy is not the worst thing that could happen. Cleanup man. Got first base open. Don't want to give him anything too fat. In the same spot, and he draws ball 4. So first and third, 2 out. Brings up Caleb Webster, the shortstop. 5-hole hitter, number 1. So first and third, 2 out. Bears leading 1-0. Kelly goes to work. He gets that call, strike 1. That pitch didn't look a lot different than a couple in the last at bat, but we'll take it. No balls, 1 strike. Kelly gets ahead in the count. Same spot, strike 2 called. Jace really painting that corner today. That fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Kelly shakes off the sign. He steps off, and runner had taken off to second, so he's going to go. Trying to do the old first and third run down there, but Kelly didn't make the throw. Bears got to talk it up a little bit better out there. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 2 out. Just misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to 5-hole hitter Caleb Webster. Ball low and in. Good block there by Hand. I want to give him a cheap one here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. Bears clinging to a 1-run lead. 2 runners in scoring position for CPA. Curveball got under that. Got to get up on top of that with your hand to get your elbow up a little bit. So the counts work to full. Pickoff attempt to second. Back in plenty of time. Full count. First base is open. On deck is Brock Bedingfield, the designated hitter for CPA. There's a line drive up the middle. That's going to score one. Going to be a throw to the plate. It's up the line. Scores two. Throw down. He takes a high throw back to second, and he slid under the tag. So a 3-2, two-run single there for Caleb Webster, and the CPA takes the lead.
Now to bat number 28, Brock Bedingfield.
And Webster goes to second on the throw. The throw from Carey was up the line, and Trevor Hand got to it, but his throwback was a little bit high to second. So it brings up Bedingfield, the DH. CPA leads 2-1 now. Timeout called. So Jace Kelly trying to get out of here without any further damage. That was the first hit for CPA. The other two guys on base because of walks. There's a pop-up into shallow right. Devin Knight is over, and he's got it for the third out. So Kelly escapes further damage, but 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base, and Christ Presbyterian takes a 2-1 lead after 1 inning over the Bears. So with the Bears coming up, we'll have Trevor Hand, Carter Golish, and Jackson Steely in the second. So we'll be back, take a little break, and come back and join us for Noble Bear Baseball from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where the Noble Bears are playing Christ Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville, Tennessee. CPA leads it 2-1, so Bears jumped out in front in the top of the first, and Christ Presbyterian had a 2-out, 2-run single to take the lead back. So Trevor Hand batting in the 6th spot, junior catcher, coming up to face Easton Dillard. There's a ground ball to short, handled, fired across. Caleb Webster throws out Hand.
Now from the plate number 7, Carter Golish.
So that's going to bring up senior Carter Golish, left fielder. Here's the first pitch from Dillard. It's in there for a call, strike 1. There's a ground ball chop, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Carter Golish, senior. And there's a good curveball. He swings through for strike 3. So 2 quick outs for Easton Dillard.
Now the bat number 8, Jackson Steely.
Brings up Jackson Steely, freshman, getting the nod at DH today, number 8. First pitch is up, ball 1. Jackson Steely. There's a strike down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball and a good one. So he falls behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out here in the top of the second. Goes way outside with that breaking pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Number 8, Jackson Steele, DHing today. He fouls that one back. Out of play over the first base side. 2-2. Diller delivers. He fouls that one back. So staying alive. Another breaking pitch down in the dirt. And he throws him out at first. Jackson swung through that, and catcher McCluskey fires down to Burklow for the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. CPA 2, your Noble Bears 1. We'll be back in a minute. So we're back at Gulf Breeze, Florida, where the Bears trail CPA, Christ Presbyterian, 2-1. One to the bottom of the second. You know, something that a lot of people miss, but, you know, in the last inning, 2-run, 2-out single there, and right before that hit by Webster, we had runners at first and third, and runner on first broke. And the Bears didn't really play that very well and ended up letting him just kind of take second uncontested. That's the difference in a lead and not having a lead right now. Because if that hit happens at first and third, only 1 run scores. And so little things like that, and it's early in the year, but little things like that, particularly on a senior-dominated team. I mean, all 4 infielders, the pitcher, are all seniors. Got to work that stuff out. High ball 1 to London Humphreys, left fielder. There's a fly ball to center field, right center field. Bryson Carryover makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting number 11, Hudson Smith.
So the Bears have out hit CPA 2-1, but the bases on balls, the free passes, got the Bears in trouble in that first. So 1 out brings up Hudson Smith, the right fielder, 8-hole hitter. And the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. There's a good pitch. Fastball in there, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-hole hitter Hudson Smith. Trey Brown on deck, the center fielder. That one misses up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Christ Presbyterian Academy, the Lions. I may just call them the Lions. That's easier than CPA. I feel like I'm in a Star Wars movie. Good curveball in there for a strike. When Jace gets on top of that curveball like that, he's really tough. He sometimes gets his arm angle gets messed up, and has a little trouble controlling it, but he's got a good hook when he's on. There's a ground ball up the middle, angling over. He's got it. Throws across for the out. So 2 outs.
Now at the bat, number 13, Trey Brown.
Brings up Trey Brown, the center fielder, number 13 for the Lions. Nine-hole hitter. There's a fastball on the inside corner, strike one. That's a way to get ahead, Jace. And there's the difference. Didn't get his arm angle, didn't get his grip, and it came out funny. And so that consistency is what Jace has got to work on. It's early in the year, and he's thrown very well so far. So there's another one. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Just misses on the inside. Ball just off the plate. So 3-1 to the 9-hole hitter. And on deck is leadoff man Easton Dillard, who hit a hard line drive for an out to lead off the game. So just soon him not come up with anybody on. There's a good pitch right there. Swings through that one. Full count. So payoff pitch with 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Bears trailing 2-1. Oh, just off the plate, maybe a little up.
Now at the bat, number 2, Easton Dillard.
So Dillard up, hit the ball hard to lead off the game. Flied out to center fielder Bryson Carey. So Brown on first with 2 out. And Bears Coach Hughes is not happy. So Brown takes second base there. So he's in scoring position, so there's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So again, the Bears not really competitive about holding, not giving up those extra bases. And hopefully it doesn't cost them here. Good curveball there. Struck him out on that hook. So no damage, no runs. And 1 man left on base for the Lions in the second. So we're going to the top of the third. And CPA Lions 2, Noble Bears 1. We'll be back in a minute. So we're back in Gulf Breeze, Florida. Pretty day. Weather's been cool down here. This is the first really warmer game we've been able to play. We played at night the first two evenings. But this is pretty nice Florida weather. Jake Williams comes up for the Bears. Jake playing shortstop today. 9-hole hitter, senior. And he'll face Easton Dillard. And there's a ground ball to second, kind of on a half swing. And he's retired. Riley Gregory throws him out.
Play number 6, Bryson Carey.
So back to the top of the order for the Bears, Bryson Carey. Bryson flied out to left his first time up, out to Humphreys. And he hits another one out there to Humphreys. High fly ball. Humphreys didn't hardly have to move. There's a fly ball to left.
Now batting number
2 quick
7,
outs. Kason Anglin also flied to left his first time up. Second baseman, senior second baseman, Kason Anglin steps in, number 10. There's a line drive, and that may get down. It does, and it gets by the center fielder who dove for it. Anglin is holding at second. He's got a double. So center fielder Trey Brown made a really good effort for it, but he just couldn't quite get there. Wind blowing in, it was kind of blowing, tailing it away from him, and he just couldn't quite get there. So probably should have played that up on a hop, but so Kason gets a leadoff, or not a leadoff, a 2-out double, and that brings up Colin Fisher. Colin doubled to left center his first time up. Takes the curveball in. 1 ball, no strikes. On deck, Devin Knight, who drove in Colin in the first. So top of the third. Bears down 2-1, but have a runner in scoring position. Fastball misses away. Actually, it might have been a little bit of a change. Looked a little off speed. So 2 balls, no strikes. So the Lions probably being very careful here with Colin Fisher. He is swinging a red-hot bat right now. There's a good curveball. Swings over the top of it. 2 balls and a strike. So center and left field are back and try to keep that out of the alley again. There's a foul ball out in front of it a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Colin Fisher. 2 out, Anglin on second. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Dillard. Curveball in there, strike 3, froze him. Good pitch with 2 strikes there. So Fisher goes down looking, and Anglin is stranded at second after the double. So through 2.5 in that inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Through 2.5 innings, it's the Lions 2, the Bears 1. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Noble Bears TV. We're going to the bottom of the third. The Bears trail 2-1 to Christ Presbyterian Academy from Nashville, Tennessee. And Jace Kelly on the mound for the Bears. He's only given up one hit, but the 2 runs in the first inning on a 2-run single. The hit was a damaging one after a couple of free passes. So Hudson Chance, the third baseman, is up. Hudson was hit by a pitch his first time up. Actually, he's one of the ones that came around to score. Curveball misses up. So bottom of the third here in Gulf Breeze, Florida. Fastball just up a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. And there's a big rip, foul back out of play across the street into the bank parking lot. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hudson Chance. There's a good pitch on the inside corner, 2-2. Good curveball, gets away, hand throws down for the out. Attaboy, Jace Kelly.
Now for the play number 3, Reagan McCluskey.
So 1 out brings up Reagan McCluskey. McCluskey struck out swinging his first time up. McCluskey, the 3-hole hitter. Fastball misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Good curveball, but down low. A lot of break on it, but just a little too much. 2 balls, no strikes to McCluskey, the catcher for the Lions. Fastball fouled back. 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Burklow. Cleanup man. He gets that call on the outside. He just barely caught some black, if he caught any, but we'll take it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Same pitch. Attaboy. 2 down.
17,
Bo Burklow up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Jace Kelly on the hill for the Bears. That's his 4th strikeout tonight, or this afternoon. Curveball misses up. Burklow walked his first time up. Came around and scored. Burklow was the runner that went to second on the kind of, first and third. He gets the call on the outside corner. I'm just giving him that corner. 1-1. I don't think the third base coach for the Lions is too thrilled with that. He's turned his back on the last 2 calls. Same spot. He is hitting that spot. And even if it's a ball and he's calling it, you just keep throwing it there. I mean, you don't want to move it in for him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one in a little bit. That's a pop up to second. Anglin makes the play. A tough high wind out there. So 3 up, 3 down. Jace Kelly, nice inning. So we're going to the top of the 4th. Bears and Lions in a dogfight, or a bear-lion fight. 2-1. We'll be back in a minute. So welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida. I'm Randy Kersey with NobleBears.tv, and we are Bears coming up here in the top of the 4th, trailing 2-1 to Christ Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville. Really good program up there. Good team, unbeaten this year, unbeaten in this tournament. Having knocked off Sand Springs and Broken Arrow, both Oklahoma 6A teams. Devin Knight leads it off, and he's got his second hit of the day. He takes that curveball into left. Devin is coming alive. He hit the ball well last night over at Washington High School, and he's carrying that on today. So leadoff single, Devin Knight. Brings up Colin Thomas, Sr. Colin struck out on call 3rd strike, his first time up. So, see if the Bears put anything on here. Tries to bunt and doesn't get it down. Pitch was like a breaking pitch, and it was up and in. Probably should have pulled back on that. So third baseman in, a couple steps on the grass now. Throw over to first, not in time. Trying to catch Knight. Trying to get a sign. So no balls and a strike. See if they keep the bunt on. He's squaring. Throw over. Pretty close. Field umpire says he got back in. So no balls, 1 strike to Colin Thomas, Sr., third baseman, number 33. Throw over. Good quick move out there by pitcher Easton Dillard. Oh, so Thomas took the pitch, and the throw was behind the McCluskey tried to pick off and had Knight picked off, but the throw was a little low, and it got under first baseman Burklow's glove. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So he'll go to second on the error. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The Lions appealing that last pitch, whether it was a strike or not. And the field ump says no, he didn't go. So now, man on second in scoring position with nobody out. Now we need a productive out. If we get an out, it needs to be hit to the right side to get him on over. Ball's low. 2 balls and a strike. So a ground ball here to the third or shortstop is not going to help us because Knight's not going to be able to move. That's what I'm talking about, productive outs. If you hit the ball, you want to hit it to the right side so that Knight can either tag if it's in the air and move to third or go on the grounder. Swing and a miss on a curveball. And then, of course, the defense to that is exactly what they just did. Dillard pitching to the inside corner, which makes it hard to hit the ball that way. So those are kind of some of the things that go on in a ball game that, you know, casual watcher doesn't always pick up on. There's a high fly ball to left, and that is caught. And so, again, if that ball's hit to right field, you know, Knight probably tags and moves to third. Instead, it's a pop out, and Knight has to hold. But again, that was an inside pitch, and those are not easy to hit the other way. So good pitching there by Dillard. So 1 out, runner still in scoring position, brings up Trevor Hand for the Bears, the catcher. Trevor grounded out. There's a little shot to the right side, but a little pop up and caught, run down by second baseman Gregory there. Thought that had a chance, but just hung up. So 2 down for Carter Golish. It's up to Carter to not leave Devin stranded out there. So you get a runner at second with nobody out, you usually expect to get him home somehow. You need to get him home somehow. So Carter struck out on a really good curveball. Swung through it his first time up. Carter hit .330 last year as a junior, had a really good year. Off to a little bit of a slower start this year, but he's hit the ball pretty well. Kind of hit it at people. Knight gets his lead. Curveball, called strike. It broke kind of low. Coach Hughes is walking up the line there. So no balls, 1 strike. Jackson Steele on deck. There's a foul ball, and Dillard gets ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Left fielder Carter Golish. Dillard a long look. Timeout called by Golish. Oh, 2 pitch from Dillard. And he fakes Knight back to second. Curveball. That looked like more of a strike than the one that he called, so that might have been a little bit of a makeup call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That would look pretty good. So 1 and 2 to Carter Golish. 2 out. Bears got the tying run in scoring position. Need a big hit here from a senior. And that ball's hit into left, but it hangs up, and London Humphreys is there. So hit the ball well, just hit it right at him. So Bears get no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. And it's still 2-1 Lions over Bears. We'll be back with NobleBears.tv. So welcome back to sunny Gulf Breeze, Florida, where the Bears are in a battle here with Christian Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville, a really good program. Bears trailing 2-1, going to the bottom of the fourth. And Caleb Webster, the shortstop, leads off. Webster has the only hit off of Bear pitcher Jace Kelly today, but it was a hit with runners, single with runners at second and third, and drove them both in, and that's the 2 runs that CPA has. There's another one up the middle, and he's got his second hit. First pitch swinging. Brings up Bedingfield. Brock Bedingfield, the DH. So Bears have out-hit the Lions 4-2 today, but Bears have left 3 on. Lions have left 2 on. So shortstop. He misses with ball 1 there. Shortstop Webster over at first. Possibly a threat to run. Bedingfield, 6-hole hitter, DH. He flied out his first time up to carry, I believe. It's a good curveball, but it's in the dirt. He had a good break, but too low. 2 balls, no strikes. Senior Jace Kelly, his first start of the year in the regular games. Timeout called. Jace kind of freezing that runner at first. The longer you stand there, the more heavier the runner's legs get, the more intense the hitter gets. So hitter calls time. Ball misses down and in. So 3-0. And do not want to put him on here and move the runner into scoring position with nobody out. So need to come in with something here. Get you a ground ball, turn a pair. There's strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. So good lead over there at first by Webster. Here's the pitch. There's a long fly ball to center. Carey going over. He can't get there and kind of didn't take a great angle on it, and it gets past him to the wall. That's going to bring a play at the plate, and he is calling him safe. The umpire, the home plate umpire, got tangled up there, fell down. And so the field umpire had to make the call because the home plate umpire couldn't see it. So it's going to go as a double, an RBI double. And Coach Hughes is out here wondering how come the ump can't stand up, but I'm sure. But it had, So they're going to talk about it. The ball was there in time, and it was really close where their hand got the glove on him. It would be hard to argue it either way, I think. So so there's an artificial turf halo around home plate, and I'm told by the other gentleman here in the press box that the umpire, I couldn't tell if he got ran into by the runner or what, but he backed up and there's about an inch difference, and he tripped. And so he was not in position to make a call. So the field ump had to make the call, and he called him safe. So again, that's going to be a double, an RBI double for Bedingfield. And again, there's Bryson's made some good plays out there today, but he kind of took a bad angle on that, and it got past him to the fence, and that's what allows the run to score. If he cuts that off before it gets to the fence, that runner probably holds at third. Now, nobody out, runners at second and third, he very well may score anyway, but those are the little things, the little extra bases that the Bears have given up early in the season here in a lot of different games. And that, you got to get that straightened out. You want to go where this team wants to go, back to the state tournament again for the third year in a row, and have a legitimate shot to make some noise. That's the difference. Those little plays, those little extra bases that you don't give up. That's what's gonna get them there. So it's 3-1 now. Lions over the Bears. Nobody out. Bedingfield is on second, and left fielder London Humphreys stands in. Humphreys, his first time up, flied out. And the bunt is on. It's right back to Kelly. He throws to first for the out. So well-executed bunt and a good job by Jace to get off the mound and throw him out. So that'll go as a sacrifice bunt for Humphreys. Moves the runner to third. And so CPA gets the bunt down and gets the man over to third with one out. So now a fly ball will score him, or a grounder up the middle is going to score him, even if it's to second and short. Foul ball, strike one. So Bears playing in at third, but first, second, and short are deep. They're conceding the run with one out. Already down 3-1. There's a curveball. Nice stop there by Hand. Nice save. Ball and a strike to Hudson Smith. Grounded out his first time up. Another curveball in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Smith, the 8-hole hitter, right fielder. So the hits are even now at 4. The Lions 3 runs to the Bears 1. Fastball, he gets that call on the outside corner. 2-2. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job, Jace. So 2 down now. Bears 1 out away from escaping further damage. And that brings up Trey Brown, the center fielder. Brown walked his first time up. Left-hand hitter. Fastball misses away. Jace Kelly. Kelly at 65 pitches, 65 pitches, 34 strikes, 31 balls, so throwing a lot of pitches. But he's been effective. Good curveball there, but it's down in the dirt again. Hand blocks it. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to 9-hole hitter Trey Brown. The ball's up, so 3-0. This is the guy you want. You don't want to go back to the top of the order. Dillard. 2 outs here. I want to end this right here. But got a hole, 3-0. So Kelly fakes to third, stepped off backwards to avoid the. I don't think Coach Hughes thought much of that fake. He'll need to work on this hitter. There's ball 4. So he's walked the 9-hole twice now. So Jace is, let's see, he's got 5 strikeouts, 3 walks today. And gets in the rundown and gets the run home. So the Bears, again, don't handle that right. He rounded first, drew the throw. Runner on third comes home. And it makes it 4-1. So 4-1 after 4. Bears coming up. They'll have Jackson Steely leading off, 8-hole, followed by Williams, Jake Williams, and then top of the order, Bryson Carey. We'll be back in Florida after this. So welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, and Christ Presbyterian has opened up a 4-1 lead on the Bears. Bears are going to be batting here in the top of the 5th. Jackson Steely will lead it off, the DH today, freshman. And I want to give a shout out to his folks, grandparents, Rick and Becky. I bet they're watching. And his Uncle Brett and Aunt Carla. Brett and I played a little bit of baseball together back in the day. So shout out to the Steely family. I know they're proud of Jackson. Getting his first start in the varsity today, DH. So he comes up, he struck out his first time up. Easton Dillard on the hill. He's gone the whole way. And there's a ground ball, high chopper to third. And throw across for the out.
Now at the bat, number 9, Jake Williams.
So 1 out brings up Jake Williams. Jake kind of had a check swing grounder to second his first time up. So he's 0 for 1. Dillard. Easton Dillard on the hill for the Lions. It's a good curveball. does not get the call. One ball, no strikes. Senior Jake Williams. There's a fastball away. 2-0. Be good to get Jake on base. He's got some wheels. Top of the order on deck, Bryson Carey. There's a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Swinging late there on that fastball away. So 2-2 to Jake Williams. Good curveball in there for strike 3, froze him. So 2 quick outs. So Bryson Carey comes up. Bryson has flied out twice to London Humphreys, so he's not going to be sending him any Christmas cards this year. Hit the ball pretty well, just kind of got under him. They hung up. Sophomore Bryson Carey. Bryson's played pretty good center field today. Made some good plays out there. Ball's low on the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bears need base runners. Got the heart of the order coming up. Misses in. 2 balls and no strikes. Dillard pretty efficient. 53 pitches, 40 strikes, 13 balls. That's pretty darn good. Does not get that call. Goes 3-0. So I'm sure Bryson's going to be taken here. Again, Bears need some base runners here. And that catches the corner, strike 1. So 3-1. Hot shot to first. First baseman Burklow doesn't hardly have to move, and he gets it and steps on the bag for the out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Bears in the 5th. So after 4.5, it's Christ Presbyterian 4, Noble 1. And we'll be back at Noble Bears TV after this. So welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida. It's Noble Bears TV. Bears playing Christ Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville, trailing 4-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Really tight game till the last inning, and CPA pushed 2 across. Even with the Bears in hits, there's foul ball back. Easton Dillard, the pitcher for Christ Presbyterian, also the leadoff man. He fouls that one back. He has flied out and struck out today, 0 for 2. Chase Kelly on the mound. He's gone the distance, giving up 4 hits. Ball inside, 1-1. He's hit a man, and I believe he's walked 3. And the walks is kind of what the free passes are the ones that scored, at least the first 2 runs. But he's thrown well today. Been tough to hit. There's a pop-up on the infield between second and short. And Cason Anglin at second base moves over to take that.
Now the guy number 7, Hudson Chance.
Brings up Hudson Chance. Chance has been hit by a pitch and struck out. Chance, the third baseman. Curveball does not get the bite. 1 ball, no strikes. And he almost got him again with another curveball. That's what he hit him with the first time up. 2 balls, no strikes to Hudson Chance. There's a strike on the outside corner. Good fastball. Jace at 74 pitches now, an even 37-37. It's kind of what we talked about. His Achilles heel is throwing strikes. He's thrown enough today to be in this thing. He gets a called strike 2 there. 2-2. Misses upstairs. So runs the count full with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. I'm sorry, the bottom of the 5th. He gets the call. Chance did not think so, but gets that outside corner. And home plate umpire has been given that outside corner today. So nice job coming back. Third base coach wants to talk a little bit about that strike zone probably, which is actually maybe he's got a sub. So
in the back, number 23, Drew Clark.
So Clark, number 23, Drew Clark is going to hit for McCluskey with 2 out. Right-hand hitter. McCluskey, the catcher. There may be McCluskey has been on base today and had a courtesy runner. That might. Okay. No, 23 for 3. They gave the wrong initial number. So Clark is going to hit for McCluskey with 2 out here in the 5th. Bears got the heart of the order coming up in the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Anglin, Fisher, and Knight. So going to be a big inning or an important inning. The 6th is for the Bears to get back in this. It's a good curveball, called strike 1. Fastball gets past him, swings through that. No balls, 2 strikes, quickly ahead. Oh and 2. Curveball, got him. Hand scoops it up. So strikeout there for Kelly. Nice inning for Jace Kelly. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. So we'll keep it here. We're going to the 6th. So Jace Kelly now, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, only giving up 3 hits, or sorry, 4 hits. Walked 3. So Easton Dillard back out for the Lions. Dillard's had a good day, very efficient, 56 pitches, 42 strikes, 14 balls. He's given up 4 hits and the 1 run in the first. So Bears have had some chances, but been able to get the key hits. So Anglin's going to lead it off for the Bears. Kaysen is 1 for 2 today, had a double, but was stranded his last time up. Flied to left his first time up, so he's hit the ball both times fairly well.
Number 10, Kaysen Anglin.
So Anglin digs in here in the Bears' 6th. 6 outs to go for the Bears to get back in this thing. Curveball misses away. One 0 pitch. There's a strike. Outside corner. It was a check swing, but I think it may have got enough of the plate. 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes to Anglin. The Bears need base runners. Colin Fisher on deck. Colin doubled earlier today. And Knight 2 for 2 behind him. So there's a ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Kaysen needs to find a way to get on base. 2-2. Curveball. Good job fouling that off. That's a good curveball. Hit that almost out of the glove, almost. Good job getting the bat on that. There's a shot to center. Is it going to hold up? It holds up. Hit the ball well, but Trey Brown able to move over and get in front of it, so just hung up a little bit.
Number 18, Colin Fisher.
So Fisher up. Colin 1 for 2. He doubled and kind of was frozen on a really good curveball. Struck out looking his second time up. And there's one that kind of looks like the one that he struck out on. Pretty good curve. No balls, 1 strike. Dillard works ahead. And he went. High fastball Colin couldn't hold up on. 0-2. And there's a line drive to right. There's a base hit. So got a little too much of the plate on that 0-2 pitch. I'm sure that Dillard wishes he had that in back.
Now to bat number 3, Devin Knight.
So Devin Knight up. He's 2 for 2. Drove in the only Bear run today. Fisher decent speed at first. 1 out. Here in the 6th, Bears got something going. Curveball in there for a called strike. ball's one strike. There's another shot in the hole and the third hit. 3 for 3 for Devin Knight today. Fisher moves up to second. The Bears got something going here. So I'll bring the tying run to the plate. Colin Thomas with one out. Trevor Hand on deck. So Colin is struck out looking and flied out to left his last time up. Hit the ball pretty well, but got under it a little. He goes the other way, and that is going to dink in there. Oh, they're calling it a foul ball. Must have dropped just foul. Coach Hughes is not arguing. He was yelling, go, 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 but I think he was doing a sales job. So he better not give up the day job there. He didn't get that sold. So foul ball just outside the line. No balls, one strike to Colin Thomas. Good curveball there. Throw down to first. First baseman wasn't holding him on. So no balls, two strikes now to Colin Thomas with one out. Needs to find a way here. And he pops that one into right, but right fielder is settling under it. Hudson Smith. So two down. Runners unable to advance, brings up Trevor Hand. Trevor's grounded out and flied out today, 0 for 2. So Dillard now at 70 pitches. On deck, Carter Golish. He hits that one down the left field line, foul, out of play. No balls, one strike. Junior Trevor Hand, move in this year from Midwest City. No balls, one strike. And there's a shot into left, deep, but playable to Humphreys. He gave it a pretty good ride, but it hung up for the third out. So Bears leave two more stranded. That's 5 stranded for the Bears for the game. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th, and it is 4-1 CPA. And we'll be back in a minute. So welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where the Bears trail 4-1 to Christ Presbyterian out of Nashville. Chase Kelly's day is done. And Max Savageau comes in. Max, 4 innings this year and on the mound, no earned runs. Got 1 save. So number 23, senior Max Savageau into pitch here in the 6th. And he'll face Burklow, 4-5-6 for CPA. Bo Burklow, first baseman, steps in. He walked and flied out. And there's strike 1. Max has done a good job this year coming in throwing strikes. Hadn't pitched much varsity before this year. His senior year. Found a little something. There's a good curveball for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And of course, anybody that follows Bear sports knows Max is he's got that bulldog in him. It's that linebacker. Inside ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's a fun kid to watch no matter what he's playing. And strike 3. Gets that fastball by him. So, I know coaches have worked a lot with Max, and he's really thrown well this year so far. 1 out brings up Caleb Webster. He's a shortstop. 2 for 2 today. 2 singles up the middle. Drove in the first 2 runs in the first inning. Curveball misses high. So Webster's hurt the Bears today at the plate. That just misses. A little up. So 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, Beddingfield, DH. And 3-0. And there's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Webster. 2 for 2, the line shortstop. There's strike 2. Well, Max trying to come all the way back after going 3-0. Runs the count to full. Bears will have Golish, Steely, and Williams up. Oh, he just missed up with that. Ball 4. In their 7th inning. So Beddingfield comes up. Beddingfield doubled to the fence in left center. Drove in a run on a really unusual play where the home plate umpire had fallen down and was unable to make the call at the plate, and the field umpire had to make the call of safe. There's a chopper to third, foul. No balls, 1 strike. So Webster over at first. Shortstop, I'm sure has good wheels. Interesting to see if they start him. He's not moving. Ball's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a chopper to third, foul again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Beddingfield. 1 out here in the bottom 6th. Bears down to their last 3 outs and down 3 runs. Savageau comes set. Runner's moving, swings through that one. No throw to second, so stolen base. But Max gets his second strikeout. A good curveball there. So 2 out, runner in scoring position. Humphreys up, the left fielder. Humphreys has earned his pay out and left today. The Bears have hit him a bunch of fly balls, and he caught all of them. Trevor Hand calls time to go out and talk to Max. Humphreys has flied out and laid down a sac bunt in his 2 trips today. He takes strike 1. Two out, no balls, 1 strike to London Humphreys, left fielder. He pops that one foul down out of play to the right. So 0-2, Max is heading the count. Bears looking to get out of trouble without further damage. There's a ground ball to short. Jake makes the play. Long throw. And they got him at the plate. Good job, Colin Fisher. So Jake tried to make a long throw there. Probably didn't have a chance at first, but runner comes around third, tries to sneak in there for that 5th run, and Colin Fisher pegged him at the plate. Good job, Trevor Hand there holding on. So Bears get out of the inning with no further damage, and we're going to go to the top of the 7th. The Bears need 3 runs to keep it going here. So we'll be back in a minute. So looks like we've got a new pitcher for Christ Presbyterian. Is number 14, Josh Jennings, coming in. So Easton Dillard's day is done on the mound. Dillard really pitched a good ball game, 6 innings. Gave up 6 hits. The Bears hit the ball, but just he got out of the jams when he had to. 6 hits, struck out 5, did not walk a batter. So again, did not walk a batter. Boy, that's a big deal, and that's winning baseball right there. So Bears have out hit Christ Presbyterian 6-4 in the hit column, but because largely because of Dillard's control and not giving any free passes, they lead at 4-1. So Jennings in. He's a right-hander. Carter Gullish will lead it off, senior left fielder. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging and flied out, and he's 2 times up. So the Bears need some base runners. Got to get something going here. So here's Jennings' first pitch to Carter Golish here in the 7th. Gets the call up and away. got enough of the zone to get strike one. Big curveball misses high. 1-1. There's a good hook. That one got the bite on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Josh Jennings. Another curveball. He's got a good one. He likes to throw it. Strikes out, swinging. So the Bears, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Now hitting number 5, Trevor Rudd.
It's going to be Trevor Rudd. He's coming up to hit for the Bears. Ball 1 to Rudd. One ball, no strikes. Trevor Rudd. Fastball down in the dirt. He fouls that one back. Two balls, one strike to Trevor Rudd. Jake Williams on deck. One out here in the 7th. And a swing on a fastball. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball, swing and a miss. And a throw down to first for the out.
Now for bat number 9, Jake Williams.
So 2 down, it's Jake Williams. Jake has grounded out and struck out looking in his 2 times up. The Bears down to their final out. Top of the order on deck, Bryson Carey. Jake needs to find a way to get on. He missed first pitch is away from Jennings. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a foul ball straight back. And he's 1-1. There's that curveball in there for a strike. Big sweeping curve. Jennings has got a really good one. Ball and 2 strikes. Jake Williams. Fastball misses away. 2-2. Big curveball, called strike 3. And then Jennings strikes out the side. And that's the ball game. So Christ Presbyterian beats the Bears 4-1 today in a really good ball game. Bears were in it the whole way, just kind of couldn't get those key hits when they needed to. Out hit Christ Presbyterian 6-4 today. So CPA goes 3-0 in pool play, beating the Bears today 4-1 by the same score they beat 6A Broken Arrow from Oklahoma yesterday 4-1. So Bears had, there's some things to build on in this game. That, showed some spark offensively, just didn't get the key hits when they needed to, but put the ball in play better today than really than they even did last night, I think, as far as hitting the ball harder. But playing a really, really quality team that, stole a couple of runs here and there on some things that our guys didn't handle quite well. But I'm sure Coach Hughes, if I recognize it, I know he did, and I know he'll be talking about it. Good ball game though, and Bears got to feel pretty good about a lot of things about this ball game. So hey, we're going to be back in a minute. I'm Randy Kersey, it's NobleBears.tv, and we'll be back to wrap it up here in a minute. So welcome back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, the Aggie Classic, where the Bears have just completed a game, their third pool play game against Christ Presbyterian Academy in Nashville, a really high quality baseball school. Baseball program sends a lot of guys to the next level. And the Bears gave them a pretty good ball game today. Bears come up on the short end 4-1, but out hit Christ Presbyterian 6-4. And so I'm going to go through some of the numbers here. Jace Kelly on the mound today for the Bears got the start. He went 5 innings, 4 runs, all were earned. Struck out 7, walked 3, and hit a batter. And the walks is really kind of the difference in the runs. He really held him down. He was tough to hit today. But, a few walks there. But, Jace looked really good today. He's got to feel good about that. He's got something to build on here because this is a really, really good team. This team hung 11 runs on Sand Springs, a 6A Oklahoma school that won 31 games last year. So that gives you an idea of what these guys are capable of in the other dugout today. And Jace Kelly certainly did a really, really good job today keeping the Bears in the ball game. Max Savageau came in and pitched the 6th and kind of does what he does. He didn't give up any runs, struck out a pair, did give up a walk, but Max again effective out of the bullpen. So good job on the mound today for the Bears, which has kind of been the story all year. Bears pitching has been really solid. Bears played better defense today too. Let's see here. We had no errors for the Bears today. Christ Presbyterian had 1 error on a kind of an overthrow that got away from the first baseman. But 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for the Bears. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for CPA. As far as the hitting went today, Devin Knight, 3 for 3. So Devin really starting to swing the bat well, and that's really important. We talked yesterday's game about, the Bears have got a lot of RBIs that graduated from last year and a lot of extra base hits, and Devin's certainly one of the guys that I know that the coaching staff's looking to make up some of that ground, and he really got going today. 3 for 3, drove in the first run, the only run of the game for the Bears in the first. Colin Fisher continued his hot hitting, 2 for 3, had a double in the first, came in and scored on that night single. And so Colin continues to rake at the plate. Kason Anglin hit the ball hard today, got 1 hit, 1 for 3, a double. Hit the ball hard one other time that they kind of ran it down out there. So good job at the top of the lineup. The heart of the lineup really hit the ball well today. Got to get some hits, though, when we got runners on, and we'll work on that. But overall, I think the coaching staff's going to be pretty happy with the ball. And I mean, you're never happy to lose the ball game, and there were some mishandled things on the defensive side of things that really weren't errors in the books, but giving them extra bases on, steals, and they got us in the old first to third rundown and stole a run there late, and those are things that a senior team, particularly a senior infield, they should know how to handle those things, and I know they'll work on that and they'll get better. But the Bears fall to 3-2 for the year. But again, this is a good quality game for them, and they got to feel good about this. Now we'll play tomorrow, but we don't know where yet. Someplace obviously in the Pensacola area. We don't know who yet. It's going to be a pool play matchup with the other side. So watch for Facebook. And we'll get that information out. We will bring that game to you again here on Noble Bears TV tomorrow, but we just don't know a time yet. So be watching for that, and we'll get that posted as soon as we can. So again, Bears lose a tough one today, but against a really good team, and fall to 1-2 here in the tournament, 3-2 overall, but took some real positive steps today. So with that, I'm going to sign off. This is Randy Kersey, NobleBears.tv, and watch for us. We will see you tomorrow, and go Bears.